Happy April Fools
Hey,
today.
happy holiday.
Happy holiday. Free day quit the pod. So we're
Yeah,
gonna stream of his garage.
he had like a huge diva outburst.
Yeah, huge breakdown right before we started the pod. Threw up
It
his
was weird.
hand. His wife came in, threatened to sue us. Kind of made a big brought the lawyers in.
It was weird.
It was a whole
But
thing.
it's
So
just us now.
so
So,
now we just have a live feed of Ranch Dressing Studios at all times. But what's
yep.
up? What's up, doggy? How you doing?
Hey! Oh, look who's
Oh,
back.
he's having a return to form.
Hey! Oh, he's out again.
Love it.
He's out again.
He's out again.
I'm
What's up? How you doing?
good. I'm good.
You have a new
It's a
tattoo?
good day.
Is this the
Oh
first time I've
no.
seen your arms, or what?
This is my famous snake tattoo.
This is the Bender snake tattoo.
Yeah, that's the one I got when I did drugs for the first time.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And for that reason, it's very precious to me.
I appreciate that. I think that's good logic. Freed. Ooh, what's up? How we looking? How we feeling?
Hey, love the hair, Freed.
What up, Dogs?
Hey.
What up, Dogs? Oh, you sound great right now.
Really?
Yeah, you sound really nice. It's very creamy. It's very lush. You're not screaming into the mic. There's no distortion. Sounds great.
Weird.
I like it.
Cool. I'm into it.
Love it.
I was had a coffee malfunction this morning. It was a big. Whew,
that sucks.
What happened? What are we talking about when we talk about a coffee malfunction?
I make one of these in the morning.
Oh yeah, of course. You're a fancy boy.
Okay.
It's not that I grind the beans, pour the hot water in the thing, right? Not that big of a deal.
Right.
But the grinder got jammed up. There was some gunk in there. So I had to poke it out with toothpicks and I'm like, I only have 7 minutes. And of course,
Of course. Catastrophe.
Newton's fifth law,
It's always Newton's fifth law.
You know what I use is decaffeinated Colombian coffee crystals mixed in with hot water. It's delightful.
Two different sides of the coin.
Two different sides.
I do a similar thing to Freed, but mine's a little bit more automated. And then I put some what's his name?
Laird.
Larn. Yeah, there we go.
Laird Hamilton, man.
Laird Hamilton's medicinal mushrooms in my coffee. Love that our good friends Yell and Boom King both think that we were doing a bit today, not going to do the pod because I had the I Love Facebook thing up, that's why I chose that image. But I chose that image to introduce us, not because we don't love Facebook. Facebook is trash.
Oh God. It was pretty fun because I said it was going to be at 7. Just because I was high. Just because I was high last night. So then when it wasn't,
you got him.
It was on purpose. It was to get you guys up early.
Pretty good, April Fool's.
Pretty good scam, Doug and Boobus.
I know.
Yeah, we know.
I'm
we always do it.
April Fools.
Oh, love it. Oh, that's a good photo of the background.
Wow.
All right. Well, so today we actually had a really rad guest lined up for today, which actually we have moved to, I think it's next week instead now. We're doing it next week, which is going to be a spicy meatball. So you guys definitely need to chime into that one. It's I don't know. He's not really a high. Calling him high profile is maybe incorrect because I don't know if people really know him, but what he's responsible for is potentially the highest profile thing in modern media. It has nothing to do with the internet. It's actually kind of a part of our fucking, I don't know, internet zeitgeist.
Pre-internet magic that has. Yeah. I don't know.
So
I guess you'll have to see.
We're thrilled. We'll announce it next week. But anyway,
it rhymes with Adam Sandler. I'm just gonna say
exactly.
Oh, how cool would that be to get Adam Sandler on the pod?
I would love it.
I feel like knowing the little I know about him as a person, I feel like he would do it. He's kind of got that vibe. Where He doesn't do big things. He only wears like hoodies and Jenkos around all the time.
I love that.
He just like
I love that
wanders
he's
around New
never
York.
changed.
Never changed. He's just the same Bladum Chandler as
Same Bladum Chandler.
Anyway, so instead we are going to we're doing an April Fool's Day episode because Reddit is always for anybody who is new to Reddit is a beautiful repository of April Fool's things, right? And it's kind of become the unofficial or official holiday of Reddit. Mm-hmm. And it usually eclipses with a very specific thing that Reddit will do for April Fools. They don't really call an April Fool's thing. It doesn't feel. It's not like a joke. It's not like a gag. It's like a social experiment. We don't know if it's going to happen this year or not. I remember last year we were kind of like, is anything happening? And it was just like a weird year, and nobody really knew. And so I don't know if this year is going to be the same or not. But previous years, of course, we have place, we have sequence, we have the button. We have, I mean, those are kind of the triumvirate, right? I mean, are there other ones? I feel like those were kind of the peak, and place being 2017, I believe. Sequence was 2019. Button was 2015 or something like that. So,
is it worth doing place again, or was it a one-time and leave it alone kind of artistic endeavor? Because it was so cool.
I mean, it was cool.
I feel like it was
like bringing back Saved by the Bell. It's like, it's just never.
Yeah.
Do we need to do it?
You're never going to be able to.
We want it
the same way the second time, and I think that there's also a world where like they could do something similar, but you'd have to do an interesting new take on it. You'd have to like add an element, right? Or you'd have to do like, I mean, what they could do is they could go through everybody's accounts somehow. I don't know how they would do this, but they could go through everybody's accounts and figure out if they had like contributed to the green or the blue corner or contributed to the black void, and like kind of see where people are, and then do like one big like competition that like made everybody have to fend for themselves, right? So do like a Lord of the Flies thing. But anyway, I don't know what Reddit's going to do. There's no real way for us to know until they do it, because it's such a big deal and they can't leak it. I have a couple suspicions. I think there's a couple subreddits that are hinting at a couple things. And Dog, I think you noticed something this morning.
Something spooky.
Something spooky. But in light of us not really knowing, we're going to go through some of the other things that are happening on the subreddits that are individual to subreddits, and then things that are happening across the internet in general, because it's all really fun.
Let's do it, man.
Did I introduce us, by the way? This is Did You Reddit, a weekly podcast about the internet by way of Reddit, the front page of the internet. My name is It's Your Dad.
I'm Dog Bob.
My free day, creaming it up.
There we go. Ooh, you do sound really good today, Freed. So I don't know what settings you did. I don't know what you're doing with your mic. I mean, it could just be the fact that your mic is stationary today. You're not holding it, but you sound.
I'm trying a new microphone situation, but I think it's been pretty consistent. Oh,
damn!
I don't know,
maybe
guys.
It's just because like you're killing it today.
Oh, maybe it's because I got that vax yesterday. That's probably why, dude.
Oh my god!
Did you get it too? I also got it yesterday.
Whoa, cool.
How?
So this is a great and awful story, actually. So, Free, do you want to tell your story? How'd you get it?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, I'm very wealthy. I'm white. I'm a man, and I just let me right in. What
the fuck?
Yep.
Fucking Gavin Newsom, man.
Oh, he called me personally.
I figured as much.
You played sports, right?
my fellow white man. You guys want to go golfing this weekend? Well, you got to get your shot first. So yeah,
we were golfing, and on the 9th hole turn before you get into the back 9, they just were giving them out. So it was pretty nice.
Damn it!
Yeah, it pays to golf.
God damn it!
So the way I got mine is, and I feel I'm like genuinely annoyed at the system. This has been a fascinating case study in like user experience design or something.
Yeah.
Because everybody has, I don't know about you guys, but I've been on a million threads that people are just like, oh, there's a code where if you type this in, you can get the vaccine. Right.
Oh my God.
I have all my neighbors who
it's
are
like Postmates.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. And all my neighbors are like, there's a clinic at the bottom of my hill, I live on this hill, and it's at the bottom of the hill. There's a clinic, and they were like, "Hey, they have excess shots. Just go down there, get an appointment, go down there, and just get the shot." And I was kind of like, "No, I want to wait. That's not for me. That's for people that are like either underprivileged or I'm going to wait for my turn." So like everybody I know has gotten the vaccine, right?
Yeah.
And so I have a friend who I gave him the tip. I was like, at the bottom of my hill, there's a clinic. I'm not going to get it yet because I don't know. I don't have enough time to go down during the day, and I'm just going to wait for my turn. And
I'm a good guy. I'm a decent person, Good
guy, yeah.
I'm not a scummer.
I was trying to be, and then my buddy sent me a link for an appointment that was only taking appointments on the 31st of March. I got this link 2 weeks ago. And it was like, this is for entertainment professionals. It was at a clinic in Hollywood. I was like, oh, okay, that applies. I can do that. So I go through the little what are you? And it's just like healthcare worker and fucking restaurantee or whatever. And one of them is entertainment professional. I was like, oh, okay, great. So I clicked it. Did you do this too, Freed? Is this how you pulled it off?
Finish your story because I don't know if it's the same.
So I did that, and I signed up like normal, whatever, right? And so I had a couple of these appointments. I had another appointment on Monday that I canceled because I was just like, I don't want to skip a line. I'm just going to go to the one that I already have that I qualify for.
Right.
And they're opening up in 2 weeks anyway. We live in LA, so there's a lot of Hollywood people. I was like, oh, it totally makes sense. It's only one clinic in Hollywood, and I would understand why they'd be doing it this way.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the line. My appointment's at 4. The line is absolutely insane around the block. So I get in the line. It takes me 2 hours and some change to get to the front, right?
Wow.
And it was like a really brutal experience. I was in my car, but it was still a brutal experience. And then I get up there. I go through the whole thing. Literally, as I'm in the car, I'm between the cones. I'm about to go in. The woman comes up. He's like, "Is your ID? How do you qualify?" And I was like, "Entertainment professional." She's like, "Oh, that's only for caterers." And I was just like, "What are you talking? Why didn't you say that on the goddamn form? I've had this appointment for 2 weeks. I've been in line for 2 hours. Why is it only for caterers?" They're like, "Yeah, it's entertainment professionals only for catering and food services." I was just like, "Dude, lady, what do you want? What do you want me to do?" And she's like, "Well, do you have a pre-existing condition?" I was like,
"Yes."
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you I have a pre-existing condition? She was just like, "Do you have one?" I was just like,
"Yeah."
Oh, so this.
Do you want me to tell you what I have? And she was like, "Nope."
Let me read you my.
Do you have one,
dude? And I was
read
just
you my marijuana card and what it says on the back.
And so I kind of had to. I was like, "Sure, I have a pre-existing condition." She was like, "All right."
Wow.
And I was just like, "Dude,
you scammer, dude! You scam the system."
It's fucking bummed me out, man, because I was trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And then it's still 2 weeks before the whole thing opens up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I should have known that it, but it was
Man,
I was I did
sad.
I went through the process.
Yeah.
I was just so annoyed because I don't know. I felt I was getting it and I was just like, it's fucking bullshit. I was like,
it's just such a fucking disaster. There's absolutely no organization to it. Because I'm trying to think of it from her point of view too, and it's she's probably getting so many angry ass people because whatever government agency printed the fucking forms didn't put that in there, and
100%.
She's just fuck, I'm not gonna sit here and fight with everyone who's waited for 2 hours, but fuck this.
I know, dude. And
our country's so stupid. Our country's so stupid. I know.
It was so bizarre because I was in line. It was literally I don't know if there would have been a way for me to get out of line at that point unless I just went through and was just like, I'm good. I'm not getting a vaccine today.
Right.
I'm just gonna wait for everybody to go through and then I'm gonna go through, but I'm not gonna get one. So I was just and I'd been waiting there for 2 hours and
yeah.
And, I mean, a lot of people are like, well, everybody's gonna get it. It's you're thinning the herd. It's okay. But I'm still God damn, man. I was.
How do you feel about killing all those old people then?
I mean, my arm hurts from punching them in the head.
Which ones you get?
Over and over. Pfizer.
Pfizer. Nice.
Isn't one of them supposed to give you more side effects or more of a more
superpowers?
Death blow.
Yeah, more of I remember hearing that some people said that they felt shitty on one of them more than
the second shot on both is supposed to be the one you feel shitty. Like sick for like flu-ish for like 2 days. Because your whole because all of your DNA genome is being reworked to want to buy Windows products.
I think you're right. I think that's definitely how it works.
I actually bought a Windows Surface tablet this morning. Which is weird. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I don't use Macintosh anymore after the vaccine.
Yeah, that's I do unbelievable. I have a strange urge to get the Windows PC now. And
wow,
that's the biggest effect I've.
Wow, guys.
So anyway, so I know this is an extremely California, particularly LA thing, by the way, that we'd be saying this. I know I have a lot of friends who live in other states, and they're just like, yeah, man, I just got it. They're totally normal. Nobody gives a shit. It's just like everybody's open. We have too many vaccines, yada, yada. Like I think New York
mine was
open
kind of
for anybody
like
now.
Yeah, this is I my wife Jill went on and looked on, it was just like Googling around and found an appointment. She's got underlying conditions and asthma, but also is on set a lot, especially this week was on set. And so she found an appointment through Kaiser. And so she just signed up. They're like, yep, come tomorrow at like 1:00. And she just went, and she's like, yeah, there wasn't that many people there. She just like got the shot. She was done in 20 minutes. And she's like, it was pretty easy. I don't know what the scam was, but it was like nothing. She's like, do you want me to try to book you one? I was like, yeah, see what they do. And if I get an appointment, like, I'll go. And she's just like, sign me up. She's like, yeah, tomorrow, 1:00. I drove over there. I parked, probably in total with parking, took 40 minutes. Like,
what?
I waited in line for 10 minutes. It was in this like building. It was in a new construction, like high rise, but the floor hadn't been finished. So like the glass was in, it looked like a boiler room kind of thing. And we're like,
amazing.
It was going to be an office, but it wasn't an office yet. And they had like all the cables were hanging from the ceiling, and there was just like nurse stations set up and a line. And it was I don't know. It was like really clean, really simple. I just emailed you guys or texted you guys the link.
Damn.
Because you should just go. I mean, they didn't ask me.
I'll redo it. I'll just get a new one.
I had like my ID and my,
this time. No,
my health insurance card. I'm like, you guys want to see any of this? They're like, nah, no question, zero questions. I just sat down. This nice lady gave me the shot, and I was on my way. I was like, well, that was great.
That's great, dude.
I think they just want to vax people.
Yeah, man.
My
get those tablets,
I have been thinking about this idea of objective morality nonstop lately. It's just been the only thing that's been running through my mind, because I have so many friends. Again, like I have friends who are like so woke or like whatever, and they're like so against getting the vaccine this way, and they're like,
do you ever invite them over
to parties? Wait, and it's just a thing where it's just this bizarre world of like, because when I had first, the one at the bottom of my hill, I had gone down. And I had went in and I had asked them, I was like, hey, I do not qualify right now. It's going to be a while for me to qualify. I've been told, though, that you guys have excess vaccines. And the guy was just like, you don't need to qualify. Just like get an appointment, come down and get it. And I was just like, no, I don't qualify. He's like, so just get
over here, bro.
And I was just like, what? And then, it's very, and then like I asked another woman, and she kind of gave me the same thing. But she was like, well, if you don't qualify, you shouldn't get it. But get an appointment and then you'll just get it. And I was just like, guys, like what are the rules here?
Reason to this.
I think we're past. There are no rules, but I do think we're past the point of it being weird to go get the shot. It's like,
right.
I think it's fine for everybody. It's not awkward. You don't have to lie about it. And that's what I look like after my shot. We're looking at a guy who's clearly on a pound of cocaine.
No, he's on Moderna, I think, is what he's on.
I think he's on the Moderna. Okay, so we're looking at a meme for everybody who's not watching the stream right now. I think we've all seen this guy. It's a video of a guy who's
classic rave video.
Yeah, he's like the bald guy who's like doing weird stuff with his jaw. He's got no eyebrows. He's dancing with his hands. He's going crazy. But it's like the top says, Bill Gates spills coffee on his computer. Everybody who got vaccinated is dancing like this guy.
Amazing. Oh, I love it. I would
love.
You
watch out for.
I got to be honest. Like I don't know about you, Freed, but when I got my vaccine, I have this a little bit in me that's just so psyched to get sick. I'm just like, I want to be sick. I want to be like, ugh, I can't do anything but play Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I just have to lay down and play Cyberpunk.
Like, sorry, I'm not able to do anything else.
Sorry, I can't do anything today. And I feel like this like there's something very appealing about the idea of somebody suddenly having complete control over me. and me having this vaccine and then like I just feel this impulse where I'm just like, oh, I'm weird. I suddenly have the desire to do this. And then there's a story that comes out that's just like, Bill Gates controls everybody that has a vaccine now. I'd be like, sick. All right. My hands are down, dude. Whatever you want to do. Like, I'm going to fucking take a mental break, right?
I'm a stormtrooper. Let's do it.
Go ahead.
Let's kill some Ewoks.
There is absolutely no pride in having complete sentience of your own soul. No
You're
pride.
Right. I have like many times wished I had been born a plant. Like many times, because making decisions sucks. Having initiative sucks. Trying to motivate yourself sucks. It's just the worst.
I'm gonna get you either that T-shirt or that bumper sticker. But
I
wish I'd been born a plant.
I think maybe that's going to be the first in the new line of merch that we're going to do, because I know that we do have some merch we're going to work on. So I think that
good point.
I mean, there's honestly like an app. There's a never-ending stream of dog boobs quotes we can put on a shirt pretty easily. Quite frankly, but
so. Another interesting COVID conversation has to do with the fact that this is just like a flu. It's a flu that's easy to spread, but it's not gone. Like you're still susceptible. Right. You're still susceptible. Like this flu will just be around forever.
Yeah.
Like next year there'll be like a different strain of this flu.
Yeah.
That will have morphed, and we'll have to get another vaccine shot, like another version of the shot. So we'll have to do it every year.
Well,
forever.
We won't necessarily have to do it every year unless you want to. I mean, it's the same thing with the normal flu.
It's the same with the normal flu. I think a lot of people are equating this to like a very, very different thing, but it feels like the kind of what the flu is. Like, do you get a flu shot? I think it's 50-50 with people I know. I don't know. I
never get a flu shot. I never get one.
Because you're an anti-vaxxer.
Well, because I don't believe in vaccines, and I don't believe in the flu, and 9/11 was an inside job, so I don't know why I would get the flu shot if 9/11 was an inside job.
No, you don't get it because you don't feel like it's a big deal or whatever, and like, I think it'll be the same for this. I think over time, some people will just be like, "Yeah, I'm not going to get that COVID shot." Like, but I think now because the hype is so high, it's on the news every day. You're constantly being reminded how dangerous it is.
Yeah,
everyone's like clamoring to get the thing. If they did it with the regular flu shot too, everyone will get the flu shot.
Looks like we do have a merch. We have some merch requests. So I think we're gonna have to get some Ranch Dressing Studios. Trials and Figulations. I wish I was born. Merch.
And the Boom King is writing copy, but I think it should say Nuttin' Butt Cream, and then butt has 2 T's.
Nutting,
nuttin, comma, butt cream.
Yes.
There we go. There we go. All right.
And I love
it. It's very gross. So okay. So we are obviously going to have COVID withdraw after we get our shots. Yada yada. Okay. Let's go into April Fools. Come on, why we're all here today to talk about this. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up so what we're gonna do today, this is gonna be a little bit of a, we're not doing a specific subreddit. We're actually going to be exploring Out of the Loop again, right? But this is not really about Out of the Loop. This is about looking at what's going on April Fools. I'm gonna pull up my screen. I've already seen a couple that I think are pretty fun. And I've seen a couple that are actually not they're not Reddit related. Ooh, let me crank that, boy. That I just think are like cool, and I think it just goes to show, one thing I've noticed over the years of April Fools, and I think this is reflective in what we're seeing too, is April Fools in a way is like a it's like a standardized test for how smart you are on the internet if you're a brand, you know what I mean? Because some brands they just do really, really stupid, bad jokes. And you look at it and you go, wow, you guys don't really know how this works, do you? You guys are just trying to jump on the train. But then the flip side is there are other brands and then, groups on Reddit in particular that are so clever and put so much effort into it. It just makes me go, I fucking love that brand. That's sick.
Right.
Like IKEA has historically done it. The one that I saw today that I love is, oh, look at this. Oh, look, we actually, speaking of, it seems like Dr. Spakaman is going to get their shot right now as well. So
love it.
Good on you, Spakaman.
Good luck.
Love to see it. Love to hear it. Good luck.
That guy obviously is a frontline worker. So
I don't know why. I don't know why they don't already have one, right? I mean, so what we have right now. So the ones that I think are actually pretty interesting. So the first one, so Adult Swim, which I love this. Adult Swim now is Adult Swim Junior. So all of their shows are dubbed by child actors and are all done like child's cartoons.
This is
I don't think
great.
You guys can hear this, but this is so it's Adult Swim Junior. You see Rick and Morty, and I mean the couple, the Venture Nephews, like Squidbillies, Harvey Birdman, and then Rick and Morty. They've done a whole big thing about Rick and Morty. Hey, what's up, Brennan's Music? You're new.
Hey,
welcome to the pod. I mean, I love like little baby Carl. So funny.
This is so funny. It's like Nick Jr.
It's Nick Jr.
Yeah, this is a good
Adult Swim, and
it's that like as a large corporate brand, like Adult Swim is like a big corporate structure, even though they're on the cooler side of things.
Right.
Like they have to do something that's not. It can't be like Weed and 69 jokes. Like it has to be.
No, of course not.
It has to be like light but clever.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
Especially for big companies, right? Like
big brands.
They have fucking stock prices. They have investors. They have board members. Like they can't just put dicks on everything. Not that that's like a clever gag, but it has to be nuanced, clever, but also make the fans happy. And I think this does it in a safe way. Hey, everyone's a baby. Look at us.
I love it. I mean, it's really. I mean, this is kind of what I was saying. Is like this is such a litmus test for anybody on the internet who's like in like a brand corporate setting or whatever, because you can totally picture these other brands like ESPN, doing something where it's just like Michael Jordan's coming out of retirement. You'd be like, okay, like that's stupid. Like
it's got to be simple and believable. Yeah,
exactly. Or actually simple and believable, or like extremely complex and like clearly a joke, but the effort put into it. Like this is a great example where like this one is just there's so much going on, right? That it's like it's really hard. Like you look at it and you just go, damn, dude, that's like they like reanimated everything, they re-illustrated everything, they're revoiced, they're all new voice actors. And I read also it's like it's going to be a live stream all night, so this actually might be all original new content.
That'd be fun.
You kind of look at it and you're just like, clearly it's a joke, but like, holy shit, you guys really put a lot into this.
But if you're gonna write an episode, do an episode do one that's kid related, and I think that's a fun challenge for writers and creators and stuff.
Totally, I agree with that.
Cool. Dog, you got
something? What do you got? What is this?
Okay. This is very weird and funny, and I've been trying to do a little research because I don't understand sports. So NBA has turned into the unofficial subreddit of ABBA, the band. Amazing. So, hello everyone. Today, we are happy to share with you all some very exciting news. Beginning today, we are now the official, unofficial subreddit of the ABBA, which I was like, what's the joke here? Apparently, ABBA stands for
American Basketball. It used to stand for the American. There was an American Basketball Association, the ABA, like in the 70s.
Okay,
and then
maybe
there we go.
The NBA like engulfed it. They kind of became one unit. There was like a battle between the ABA and the NBA in the 70s, back before like
my god,
Larry Bird, Magic Johnson like took over.
Okay.
I did not know that. Interesting.
So that's the joke.
You know the Will Ferrell movie, the basketball one?
Oh yes. Yeah.
It's kind of based on that. Like those leagues were like kind of crummy, and they're like people were like smoking. There was like hookers everywhere. It was like it wasn't the NBA you think of today. It was not corporate. And then they eventually became what it is now, but it started kind of fringy, like almost WWE style.
God, okay, that's fucking hilarious. Because what happens here is you may all be asking yourself, what the fuck? Well, the moderation team has been talking about ways in which we could be more attentive to feedback shared by you. For years, we've heard users ask for the styling and flares from the ABBA. If you've been here a while, you've probably encountered a comment or two asking about this. So know that this change happened because of you. We're happy to introduce a new subreddit styling. So they've basically just assigned an ABBA song to every single team.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's kind of fun. So like you can go ahead and if you go to old Reddit, I guess, you can see the styling.
Yeah, if you're an NBA fan, everybody, or if you're on NBA, the subreddit for NBA, NBA is actually a huge subreddit. Like super popular, and so everybody has their tag for the team, right? And so so if you go right now, I'm seeing like Wong Jeezy, Heat, Marco False. I guess hold it. Use subreddit style. There we go. Yeah, so this is wrong page. Anyway, I have it pulled up as well.
This is great. Super Troop. So why did it have to be me?
I mean, it's fun. This is a good fun, not overly complicated, right?
Yeah.
It's just like a playful goof, you know? Which I think is like a good style of it. Oh,
it feels pretty complicated for. I mean, it's a good goof, but it's also a complicated calculation to make. Like you have to simultaneously know a lot about the NBA and ABBA and like Danish culture, which
Swedish culture. I think they're Swedes.
See, I don't even know the difference between the Danish and the Swedes.
Yeah, thought they were the same.
I thought they were all the same. Don't get me started on the Netherlands.
Also, I wonder how long they go into the planning stage. Because I feel like there is like it feels like this does feel like the holiday of Reddit. So I think it's one of those things where at some point, probably a month ago.
I'd say April 2nd. Maybe April 2nd. Yeah.
Wow, really? You think so?
Yeah. There's like one guy on the squad, like Glenn. He's like, "All right, guys, let's get back to the drawing board for next year." They're like,
I bet some of them do. I bet there are some that actually are like, we planned this thing for a year in advance because it's been like a running joke for a long time. I mean, a lot of these too are about the running jokes, right? It's like there's always something that you're like, oh, like I mean, what's a good example? I mean, this is history memes and Lord of the Rings memes have swapped rules. That's another popular one.
That's funny.
I mean, this is the one that I saw that I was just like, oh, this is actually an interesting. This feels like a good, interesting inside joke. Where on Dank memes, every meme now is from 2012, like 2012 style memes, right? Which is
all annoying.
Fun. I mean, it's annoying, but it's also like that era. You know, it's the era.
Yeah.
Like this is a cool time this is like the
it's like the onset of shit posting, really.
Yeah, this is the onset of shit posting. I mean, this is kind of the OG time period. So it actually feels like a really fun look at the history of memes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like I mean fuck, dude. Like remember all the old Chuck Norris memes?
Look at that. That's brilliant. It's
so
brilliant.
Like going back through this is like exploring. I mean, this is like the Smithsonian of
it is,
posts, which is amazing.
It's like a little time capsule.
Oh man, Chuck
Drunk
Norris
baby meme, like bless.
Remember the world?
Right. What were you going to say, Frida? I'm sorry, I cut you off. I think.
I think I was going to reference Chuck Norris and just how quaint he seems now. You know, in the world we live in now with just the complications of the internet, etc. It used to just be all about Chuck Norris and his jeans.
Yeah.
A simpler time, you know.
I wonder if he's getting the vaccine. Doesn't seem like he would.
No, definitely
because
not.
he's a Republican.
No, because I think he's too strong.
Yeah, like why does he need? Why would he need it? I don't understand. The guy eats denim for breakfast.
Yeah,
this is bringing me much joy going through these old memes. This is like honestly very nostalgic. You know,
look at this most interesting man in the world meme. Keanu from Bill and Ted meme.
Crazy.
This is
that's my my celebrity doppelganger. It's me and Keanu. We have a lot going on.
Dude, that's a good doppelganger to have
at a certain time in our lives. Ooh, that is your celebrity doppelganger.
Oh yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker. I found out my celebrity doppelganger, you guys. Let's guess.
Singer. Let's guess. Hold on, let's guess.
It's a singer.
Is it Greta Thunberg?
It's Greta.
Greta Thunberg.
No.
Damn, who is it?
It's some singer from the Mamas and the Papas. And let me just show you because you're going to be like, it's a singer from the Mamas and the Papas. Let me just show you.
That's such a bizarre
weird celebrity doppelganger. But
wait, aren't there two, like one that's extremely hot and one that's extremely large?
Yes. And
I'm hoping
know which one I am.
The hot one.
Just check this out. Doesn't this look kind of like me?
All right, let me pull it up.
I'm sharing the pic.
Whoa!
That does look like you.
Unlike you.
That looks a lot like you. Whoa.
Wow.
Dog. Right?
I didn't realize how hot you were until right now.
That.
Look at you. Total smoker.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say like, get some running shoes, but
for real though, like that's weird.
What are their names? That's Mama Cass is on the left.
Yeah, and then Papa on the right.
Papa Casserole? Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's Papa Casserole. I don't know. It's Phillips.
Yes.
Michelle Phillips.
So, Michelle, you do look a lot like Michelle Phillips.
Isn't that weird?
Smokes.
Anyway, I've never had a celebrity doppelganger, so
what does she look like now? Does she
what am I gonna look like?
Good.
Let's see what I'm gonna look like when I get old.
There's a 50-50 she died like before she got 30, no?
Oh, she's adorable.
She's adorable.
This is what I'm gonna look like in 5 years.
Because you're 65 now?
Oh,
she's beautiful.
I like that you're gonna look like that in a couple years.
Yep. Yeah, I love that. So
straight up old lady.
I mean, it's nice knowing that all of the Taco Bell breakfast burritos that you get will actually do nothing to assuage the way you look.
If I think I'm gonna live this old, that's ridiculous. There's no way with my current diet.
No way. You're gonna be great. You're gonna do it.
Thanks, guys.
You know what they say? Genetics. You can't beat genetics.
Can't beat genetics. Even Taco Bell can't beat genetics.
If you got it. You got it. Oh, Shyla Douche with a great joke. Kills it. Swedish Roseanne Barr right here.
Wow. That's true.
Yep, you nailed it.
You're not wrong. You
are not wrong.
Does anybody speak Spanish? That we got this fun. Okay. I assume it is.
I thought we were getting attacked by.
I translated it
by the
when I saw it. It says, "You have not yet understood what you're up against. Sacel is a biologically perfect organism. Mm-hmm. His perfection is only matched by his hostility. I admire his purity. Sacel is a survivor who is not affected by conscience, remorse, or fantasies of morality. Jason Hollywood Hogan versus the Sacel. Sacel versus Jason. The two in the same ring who would have thought it.
This is what really fast for anybody who's not on our stream. This is a comment in our Twitch stream right now that it just popped up. So evidently it's
Sacel fan.
Sauce fan
has sent this message in Spanish, and we translated it, so it may not be a perfect translation because we're using Google Translate. Right. But this is what it says. Okay, so Sacel versus Jason, the two in the same ring. Who would have thought it? Face to faca, mano by hand. Fears more of our being and of the abyss. Love it, and you will be loved, and you will be part of the light.
I love it. Love to hear it. Somehow we got to do something about.
Yeah.
Did we just get Bloody Married? I think.
I think it's possible.
A wrestler?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never heard of it. I don't know what it is.
Is this guy stepping to us? Is he coming at us?
He might
very
be. Jason,
I mean, it's a sick bot either way.
The Sassel.
So another one, by the way, I don't really understand this other than I feel like there's a lot of depth in this that I don't quite get, but I appreciate it on the surface. So United Kingdom is now entirely in German and is a German subreddit, right?
Ooh.
And then I think the Germany subreddit, or DE rather, does it all go to English? No, it doesn't. I think that someone was just saying it should go all to English. I mean, would we really expect the Germans to do a April Fool's joke? It doesn't really seem their brand. Yeah.
It doesn't.
But the United Kingdom is now German for the day. So
they don't seem very silly.
No, they don't. It's not really their thing.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, why German? Is it supposed to be like if they hadn't lost World War II?
Maybe that. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. That could be the joke. Here we go. So anime titties, which we have, of course, done before.
And we love dearly.
And we love. I think, are we going to get kicked off of Twitch for this? Maybe. Anime titties is now actual anime titties instead of world politics.
Damn.
Right.
Unexpected.
Which is it's a very funny twist, right? So anime titties is usually world politics, which already in itself is a hilarious bit. And now today it goes back to being anime titties, which is very funny. Shout out Aaron Joga, evidently is following us on YouTube and is like acting like an old person answering the phone right now. He's just like, hey, is this live? Is this live? Hello. Hello.
Hey guys.
Yeah, Aaron, what's up? Welcome. What else we got?
I have one note for Aaron Joga. I would say instead of hello, I'd say yellow. I'd spell it with a Y. Yellow. Yellow.
Where I'm from, there's people used to answer the phone yellow like your teeth because they're fucking rednecks. Which I hated growing up, and now I'm just like, it's funny. It's funny.
Like, God damn it, that's a good.
I like calling my son's Spider-Man toys Spider-Man.
Like Spider-Man.
Like it's
Roy
his last
Spider-Man,
name.
Private Eye.
What's up with Spiderman?
Hey, what's up with the Spiderman kid you're hanging around with?
So evidently the South Australian police have announced a new branch of dog squad, including drone-mounted dash hound.
Dachshunds.
I don't know. That's
they're
really
wiener
funny,
dogs.
actually.
That's funny.
Yeah,
hey, how are we going to
the wiener dog thing is really hilarious. What was that? What'd you say?
I said how else are you going to find a bomb underneath a car, you know?
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, it definitely sounds silly, but it's actually pretty real.
Yeah.
Also,
this video is really funny.
And I think about like the way it works with any kind of working dog, it doesn't matter the breed. I think we tend to think of certain breeds, but as long as a dog is excited to do work and is good at it, like you're hired. It could be a wiener dog.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, and we're watching videos of applications of these wiener dogs in tight scenarios, and goddamn, they're right. I mean, going through like an air duct to defuse a bomb. I mean, yeah, you're not going to fit a lab up there.
No, you can't fit a lab. You can't fit a person. And by the way, so our pal,
good luck, dude. Those guys hate sheet metal.
our new pal Aaron Joga on YouTube has told us, this was actually what I was going to bring up earlier because I wasn't sure if it was real or not yet, but evidently r/second is now live, and this is what people on the April Fool's subreddit were speculating about.
It's still private.
It's still private. It still has the thing. Yeah. So let me see if I can backtrack into like what actually happened with second, because there's actually, I saw a thread last night that I was going through that was the official. Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up so I don't lose this one. It was the out of the loop I'm sorry, it was the April Fool's subreddit, which there is a subreddit dedicated to April Fools. And there was a mega thread. They had mentioned second in the mega thread, but at the time people were just like, this sucks, there's nothing cool happening, right? So this is what you're talking about. And it looks like they still haven't done it yet, so I don't know if it's like live yet. I don't know what it's going to be. It sounds like everybody's like kind of waiting for it to launch, but I don't know if anybody's really sure what it is, and I don't know how this information leaked. I mean, Aaron, if you want to actually let us know how the information leaked, because I saw this on the April Fool's mega thread, but it didn't really contextualize it, so I don't really know what the deal is there. But in the meantime, while we wait, I mean, by the time this comes out, maybe second will have been a thing, and it will be like we're shutting down Reddit forever, and this whole podcast will have been completely obsolete. So who knows? But we're on the case. We'll try to figure it out. What else is happening?
Have you guys gone down the April Fool's sub that are just pictures of? I mean, they're like gags that people have pulled. It's not.
It's mostly like it's mostly people being like,
there's two.
I put sulfuric acid in my roommate's shampoo bottle today.
Yeah, but
right?
maybe it's important to not discuss, but like illustrate that there's kind of like two April Fools on Reddit. I mean, there's what they're famous for, which is like these stunts that are extremely creative and clever and like complicated. And then there's subs doing things that are maybe adjacent to that. But then there's just people posting shit that they did in their office. Like this guy puts a piece of paper under the mouse so the mouse doesn't track. And then on the thing it says, I'm trying to get a hold of you for extended car warranty. You know, simple, clean, goof. The extended car warranty meme is like, that's been going around pretty heavy lately too.
It's a pretty good one. It's actually coming on the backs of a very specific musician meme that was going around from. Do you guys know what Sweetwater.com is?
No.
Sweetwater.com.
Like the Sweetwater, like the place?
Like, no, it's a music. It's like a place where you buy gear essentially, and they have like the most insane customer service in the world, where you just get calls all the time, be like, "Hey, it's Todd from Sweetwater. I just want to make sure all your like stuff is going. You got everything you need and whatever." And it's unlike the like car warranty. It's a little bit more like, "Oh, hey Todd, what's up, man? How you been?" You'd be like, "Good, man. How you doing?" Like you actually like form a relationship with these people. Mm-hmm. So I've seen some very funny memes going around in the musician circle. That's like the psycho, like the axe through the door, and like somebody popping through and be like, "Hey, it's Todd from Sweetwater. Just want to check in and see if you needed anything." Right. So it's a little bit of the car extended warranty, logic, which I love. But
I've noticed before a company goes big, stratospheric, like gets a ton of investment, they have this internal customer service that's always great. It's always the best. It's just like people who work there. And then at a certain point, if the company's doing well, they'll outsource that shit. And then it fucking falls apart. Like I used to go to
selling out, dude.
I used to go to a small bank, and the reason I liked the bank because I could call and be like, Pam, like, "Hey, Pam," and it was just a lady, and she could like take care of shit. Same as Sweetwater. I like the keyboard company I buy my keyboard shit through. It's like a guy in Tennessee, and I love talking to him. I'm a keyboard guy. You guys aren't keyboard guys? What? Huh?
I like supporting mom and pop keyboard companies. That's one of
me too.
I'm really passionate about.
I've wasted a few hours checking it out, and it's not. It's a nice. You pick up the phone, you call them. It's like you're like, oh, this is like a nice experience. I'll always buy through you guys. Don't sell out. And then they do.
I love it. So Dog, you've pulled up the announcement on second. Do you want to kind of go down what the speculation is here? So for anybody who's just listening, I'm probably going to try to get this pod up on a Friday or in Friday morning so that we're not kind of missing a window, but we don't know. Again, like this may be a false flag, right? This may be a crisis actor on Reddit second, but second is what people are speculating will be the thing.
So you're going to want to keep an eye on this.
Keep an eye on it. Second, though, Dog, why don't you read about it and see if we can kind of get down to the bottom.
So this was posted 3 days ago by Mega Dynamite on the April Fool's subreddit. It says, our second current information. Hello, I saw there was a post on the sub from someone about it, but they glossed over a lot of the information and just posted a link to our Discord. So I figured I'd go ahead and paste the wall of text I've written for our research page because presumably people would prefer it on Reddit than a random Discord. Snake Room link here because of mandatory shilling. So here's their Discord link if we wanted to go to it.
Which by the way, really quick side note, I have noticed this is a new trend on a lot of these subreddits, which I feel like I want to get in. I like Discord as a whole, but I find it really intimidating because there's so much conversation happening so quick and I can't ever catch up.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you are really, really deep in a subreddit lore and you really want to like dive in and make a big effort to like, you know, like be a part of the culture, right? Or for that matter, if somebody wants to start a Did You Reddit Discord, I'm not going to be upset about it. We will hop in every once in a while. But that is, I think, where you get all the really like all the normie memes are posted on the front page of Reddit. But fucking, you want the fucking creme de la creme of
fuck
like fucking dankest memes. You get in our Discord, right? There's a little bit of that culture going on. So just FYI for anybody who's just listening and wants to get even deeper into the cultures of the things that you like, go to Discord. Right?
Yeah, dude. All right. So the discovery starts out the discovery of R2nd. Okay. So this was copied from the imposter write-up from 2020. So what is that, I wonder? Let me see. The imposter write-up is, I don't know, something. Discovery. R2nd is a subreddit created by Taco Economy, user Taco Economy, on 4/20/2010 at 12:56 p.m. Eastern. An archive is available here. So we can see a little archive of what it looks like. See, it's not pulling it up. Cool. That's even more mysterious. On 2/18/2020, user Power Language submitted a subreddit reclaim request to Reddit request. Afterwards, the subreddit became private with its description being a single clock emoji at 3:00. This is very cryptic. Here's the confirmation section. Portions of the following information are adapted from the announcement post on the Snake Room Discord server, which I believe is this person who wrote this post, their Discord server. The APK, I don't know what that is, for Reddit version 2021.11.0 on Android, which was announced. References were found on that announcement to the subreddit second as being the event sub for 2021. So the event will be embedded somewhere at this link here. The event involves images in some way. So these are all very like piecemeal
so
little clues.
Really like they're just literally just like doing the Reddit sleuthing thing. This is Boston Bomber type stuff.
Yeah, this is very, very cryptic and like lots of little clues. No one really gets it. So what do we know about the event? Currently, the Android app makes reference to the following fields: round start timestamp, round end timestamp. No idea what that means. Image IDs, image names, vote counts, image ID, image name, image ranks, winning image ID, winning image name, image set ID. So some sort of event having to do with images. After the conclusion of the chaos arg, this is like a fucking other language to me.
Wow. This is programming stuff. This is how you get into programming things.
You know who's not getting into programming ever?
A dog of boobs.
Yeah, a dog of boobs.
Swedish Roseanne Barr.
Swedish Roseanne Barr.
Swedish Roseanne.
And then, of course, the top comment right now is, "We've been trying to get a hold of you for your extended warranty."
So
that's very funny.
This is weird. I don't get it. And the second top comment is, "God, I missed the button in place."
Yeah, of course.
Is this another example of Reddit selling out to the man? What's going on here?
Dude, I don't know at all.
After the clay, so it seems like
Tencent, China, coronavirus, bats. I mean, connect the dots.
So someone said in another thread that the events usually start. It's about usually start a little bit later
in the day.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So it seems that posted 3 hours ago. It said someone said in another thread that the event usually starts 6 to 7 hours from now. So there's a chance that this shit starts in 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours. Again, we don't know what it means. So sequence, by the way, so in terms of the the big smash hits, so I think people think of like Place as the kind of monolithic number one. You know, if I'm thinking about Reddit April Fool's jokes as Weezer albums, right? Which I think is how everybody thinks of
everybody
these.
does, yeah.
Right. Place is the Blue album, right? It's the thing that everybody goes, oh, that was the best. No one can beat it. It's the greatest thing that ever happened, right?
Dog, you're tracking this, right? Because I am.
Oh, yeah.
You guys get it. For anybody who's a Weezer fan or like likes music, you will know what I'm talking about, right? So Place is the Blue album. Yes, album wonks. Place is a Blue album. The Button is Pinkerton, right? It's an album that everybody goes like, you know what? Like everybody loves a Blue album. Obviously, it's good, but fucking dude, Pinkerton is actually their best work, right? And then I think that Sequence is like the Green album, where people are just like, yeah, it was cool. I mean, I did it, but like whatever, right?
Whatever.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of where we're sitting on those, and then hopefully Second comes through and can blow them out of the water, but we'll have to see.
I just yesterday watched the SNL Weezer sketch. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. What is it?
Oh, they did a sketch like some years ago, which is exactly what you're talking about. I don't know anything about Weezer.
Really?
I don't know if they're like well.
But you got the references?
Well, just because I just watched this yesterday for some odd reason, I just like it popped up and I clicked on it. But it's about it's like a dinner party where these two people get into this. It's Matt Damon is like the celebrity actor, but they get in this really intense argument about which album's the best. But if the joke is nobody gives a fuck about Weezer and doesn't know about the albums. Is Weezer a respected band anymore? Are they considered a joke? What's the deal with Weezer? Why do they keep popping up in my life?
We got Aaron Joga coming over to Twitch. I converted him from the YouTube shill lane over to their Twitch channel. So thanks, Aaron.
Yeah.
Welcome. Anyway, so Weezer is interesting because they were a colossal band in the early 90s, mid early 90s, and they were like the ones who started a very particular kind of like indie music, like kind of like lazy indie music, like bedroom indie kind of thing. Led by this guy named Rivers Cuomo, who's a Harvard graduate, and just they were like an it band who had like
Rivers Cuomo. Is he the other Cuomo in the family?
No.
Oops.
That would be fucking crazy if he was. But they were like the it band. They were just extremely popular. They had an album that just like broke through everything. I mean, you think about them like that band MGMT or something like that, right? Like one of those bands that just like made a big difference, and then we haven't really heard much about them since. So, but they had this crazy album called the Blue Album that I guarantee you would know songs from because they're just like, very popular songs. But then every album after that has like not lived up to the hype of the Blue Album. And Pinkerton, which is my favorite Weezer album, is the album that came after the Blue Album, which was kind of universally panned. Evidently people hated it, but I think it's really grown on people. I love Yell Twin. I love this like dog boobs is just like, yeah, sure, yes, totally, yeah, I totally understand this thing that you're talking about. But they've become this like a little bit of a joke in the sense that like they've never really been able to do that since. So they'll like play arena tours, but the arena tours are like, yeah, songs from this album I didn't listen to. Yeah, Blue Album. Yeah, right. Well, fuck yeah. Like that's kind of the energy of Weezer in general, which is I think a whole bit. But anyway, so another thing that it seems like this is a high caliber nerd shit, but this is another thing that I think everybody's like really hyped on in the April Fool's world. So Razer is, I believe they make
gaming hardware.
They make gaming hardware. Yes. So and
I know because I'm a bit of a keyboard guy, and sometimes their keyboards pop up.
You're a keyboardist.
You're a keyboardist. So Razer is known. Part of what makes them special, I think, is they have their like multicolored lights and shit.
Oh.
Right.
Nice keyboard.
That's not a razor though, right?
No, I wouldn't fuck with razor.
Right. Absolutely not. But they have their multicolored lights, as is evident by, like this is like typical razor shit, right? Like they've got all these like beautiful lights happening inside, yada yada. But their whole thing is they have a Rapunzel chroma hair dye, right?
Oh,
and
fun.
so this is like an April Fool's thing, and people are fucking hyped on it, right? Because it just makes like color your hair like
just
razor,
like our
right?
fun lights,
like our shit. And so it's a fun little ditty.
Hey, I love it. It's a fun idea.
I mean, it's a well-produced concept. So Boom King is a razor slut, evidently.
You would be Boom King. I'm talking directly to you. I'm a Leopold guy myself, but whatever.
Right. So I think this is like Boom King, what do you think about this bit? Do you think it's a good one? Do you think this is like a win by razor, or do you think it's stupid? I don't have a relationship with them enough to where I can actually speak to it. I mean, it looks sick. I think it's a good gig,
Boom King's gonna know more about this than I do, I think, but they have this rainbow LED light system in the back of the keys that's apparently very popular.
Right.
For me, I'm like, I don't want my keyboard to like look like a carnival, but
a rave.
But I think a lot of people are stoked on it for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, think about it. A lot of gamers love to game in their basements, which don't
have
natural light.
Yep.
Right.
And I'm not judging anybody here, because I was up until the early hours of the AM creating some Sims interior decor. So
wait, last night?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're on a bender right now?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Multiple times, you guys, I've gotten the award on The Sims 4 where it's like, you've been playing for 24 hours straight.
Oh man, I love it. Someday we're gonna do the weird. We follow all these weird Instagram accounts now because of dog boobs on our Instagram. By the way, so
we should do Sims World one day.
We have to because I check our Instagram.
Yeah,
and I'm like looking at shit. I'm just like, what is this kind of slutty looking but actually fake person?
AI,
what's going on here? Right?
It's like Lil Michaela, but like everyone's doing it now.
Yeah. And we're following a bunch of those. We were following a bunch of those because of you.
Yeah, you guys, great news. So 2 nights ago, this is a little aside, I made my first Simsta account for interior decor.
What is this? Is this a graduate program?
It's just, I made one and I'm decorating Sims houses and then I'm posting about it.
Oh, can you please become an influencer in the Simsta world?
I mean, I'm utilizing hashtags. I've got like 13 followers so far. So maybe when we do this episode, I'll share my account so everybody can support me. Please.
Yay! Give her money.
I like the kind of completely unexpected Simsta adult babies crossover that we've identified as a big market, quite frankly.
We've got a lot of diverse interests.
I mean, we also follow a bunch of like adult babies subreddits.
Yeah.
Or they follow us. I don't know, but either way, there's a couple that I'll like pull it up. It'll be like, okay, I think the cops are coming to my house any second now. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
How do you
very strange world.
Hey, do they wear sneakers in The Sims?
Wait. Oh, I thought you were talking about adult babies. Like,
only if there's Velcro.
Do you think adult babies wear sneakers?
Velcro ones, yes.
Oh, that's
they don't know how to do their shoelaces yet, buddy.
Oh, and so you got to come over and give them a couple double loops and a double swoop.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
I love so we're getting back. So I think we need to get back. We gotta do a couple things before we wrap this up. I'm going back to some of the April Fool's stuff. This is a fun one actually. So real witchcraft. So evidently real witchcraft is ordinarily the boring stuff, right? So it sounds like real witchcraft is a little bit like, listen, we know that everybody likes Harry Potter and we like get brooms and yada yada yada, but like let's talk about Egyptian crystal work, right? Like, yes. I know it's boring, but we have to get down to the bottom of it. Like, usually that's kind of the vibe. But now, evidently, they are in. They're totally in like the like fireballs and shit. Evidently, so fireballs, flying, turning into werewolves, etc. So, well, it claims that that's the case. I mean, I don't know enough about witchcraft to know whether or not that's the thing. But evidently, that's what they did recently, which I think is actually a hilarious one.
Damn.
But even beyond that, I'm kind of like looking at this. I'm like, damn, dude, like we should actually do real witchcraft. I mean, fucking hell, like
yeah, I'm into witchcraft.
Well, here's the thing:
advice, recommendations for a fertility spell.
Ah, sick.
Guys, question: does eBay have witch shoes?
Oh, do they have?
Great question. Actually.
If I'm witching around and I've got questionable ankles,
talk about that.
What would I
need
do?
Witch shoes, okay?
Which shoes would you get? Hey, remember our old friend?
Shoes.
Let's talk about our old pal eBay, the greatest.
Can we talk about eBay for a second? Because which shoes do you want? I want witch shoes. That's the kind of shoe I want. So if you are looking for witch shoes, like me, you're going to want to go to eBay, you guys, okay? Because whether it's rare dead stock or the latest release of witch shoes, you're going to find the exact shoe you're looking for at eBay. Okay, it's the original witch shoe or sneaker marketplace. And this
why do they let us keep doing this? Why do they let us keep? I don't understand.
We're just shoes.
Like, speaking of witches, eBay witch shoes.
Yeah, I mean,
of our witch shoes.
It's the number one place for witches to buy shoes.
Exactly. And you know what? When you go to eBay, you're not going to get some fake knockoff witch shoes. You are going to get authentic, real witch shoes. That's because a team of experienced sneaker or witch shoe authenticators are verifying the box, the logo, the stitching, dozens of other inspection points, not just for witch shoes, for all shoes that eBay sells. So each sneaker, each shoe, whatever, each croc, each clog, each sandal, it receives like an authenticity guarantee tag so that you can receive that digital stamp of authenticity when you receive your witch shoe in the mail. So
do you know who's authenticating in the witch house? It's a lowly stepdaughter who doesn't want to be there, who's not even a witch, but that's her job.
That's fucked.
She's just like, man, I just want to find a boyfriend at high school, and it's like, keep authenticating, keep it up.
But hustle culture. So I'm sure she like absolutely loves to hustle, and like it's probably an unpaid internship, and she's gonna get a promotion at eBay.
I'm gonna just really quickly bring up an elite part of the eBay experience. What I've never really thought of is the photography. And being avant-garde with the photographs, like, look at this. Look at the way that they've laid out the shoes to display what they're all about. Just like pressed against a corner on their side. I kind of like it. It's kind of like a cool way to present.
It's different.
You know what that looks like? Like that image looks like if you were to get struck by a bus and your shoes would fly across the street and haphazardly land near a gutter. It may look like this.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, I love that we do this over the live stream, by the way, because every time we do our eBay ad, because this is a real eBay ad, you can see my eBay searches, and like they've kind of gotten filled with things that are now like, we've got all the new and hot. We got the Nike basketball kind of Kyries that we talked about last week, but we also have the Hades and Cerberus alabaster statue, which is what I was searching for privately. So it has nothing to do with our sneakers, but I was am still considering buying a Hades and Cerberus alabaster statue. So I've been shopping for alabaster statues.
It's beautiful.
Hey, is there anything in wizard sneakers? Just curious.
Look up wizard sneakers
for a couple of, because I like the hoop.
Yeah, because you know what? If you are a wizard who is selling wizard sneakers, those authenticity guarantee tags also protect you as the seller because there's a verified return process. So you no longer have to have these weird selling fees of $100+ for your wizard sneakers. It's free to sell or flip your collection when you sell it on eBay. So if you're a wizard and you're trying to sell your wizard shoes, eBay's the place to do it. So go to ebay.com/sneakers today. eBay, the world's best destination for discovering great value and unique selection. Couldn't be more unique.
Crazy stuff over at Wizard Sneakers.
I'm gonna try to sell some sneakers on this platform. And by sneakers I mean my wife's shoes that are laying around the house because I think they're more expensive.
You should. Well,
what else? What else do we got on April Fools? I know we're fastly approaching Rogan time. I don't want us to.
Something I noticed this morning, April Fools wise, was a comment from somebody in the mega thread that they went to check their profile and saw that all of their karma was incorrect. So like someone who had a shit ton of karma points went to check their karma and it was like way low, which for people who are like into karma points and like stuff would be like, oh no. So I went and checked mine and it said I was only a year old. So I was like, could this be something that is part of the April Fool's prank is like kind of screwing with people's profile information and like freaking people out. Like you don't have as many points as you thought, or, you know, your account hasn't been around, but once you click on it, it goes back to normal. So I don't know if that happens for everybody or if it was just a weird little glitch.
Yeah, but Reddit's official April Fool's prank this year is letting Russian hackers completely hack into a bunch of people's Reddit accounts and destroy the backend metadata. It's just a pretty good one.
Mildly adjust their data.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Breathing Buddies. I love this one, by the way. I don't know what Breathing Buddies is. Evidently, it is smoking ain't good for you. Neither is breathing. So this is now a subreddit dedicated to suffocation. It seems
like for sexual gratification, or what's going on?
No, I think Breathing Buddies. I don't know what Breathing Buddies is usual, but evidently, I think it's similar to Hydro Homies. I think so. Hydro Homies is entirely dedicated to like drinking water, right? And it's like it's like
no thanks,
pro drinking water. And I think Breathing Buddies is like pro breathing. I think it's like a bit on Hydro Homies, and today it's all about sorry, it's a lot of noise on my back end. This is all about suffocating.
Are you guys nose breathers or mouth breathers?
I've always had problems with my nose, so I'm a mouth breather.
Yeah, I'm kind of a combo, to be honest. It's like, you know what? I saw a meme of the boat stuck in the Suez Canal, and it was like, it was actually a Camp Good Boys meme.
Oh, they make the best.
Love our boys.
Love them. And it was like my right nostril, okay, my left nostril blocked by the boat. So I would feel like I'm always, and that drives me nuts because then one nostril will get really dry and the other one won't. So I'm a mix. I've just got fucked up sinuses, but I will try my darndest to breathe through my nose whenever I can, you guys.
They say it's good for you.
Good thing.
Yeah.
I have a deviated septum. Evidently, last time I went to a
cage fighting or what? What's going on?
Yeah, cage fighting. Well, when I went to a
ear, nose, throat doctor.
ENT, yeah, and he was a dickhead. First of all, he was really fucking rude, and I was like, yeah,
they have a reputation for being douches,
and he was just like, oh, you got a really bad deviated septum, and I think that for some reason, I know that deviated septums are associated with like cocaine usage, which I'm not a coke person, so I feel like he was like, you got a bad deviated septum. I was like, it's not.
Hey man, hey,
not me. It's not my I didn't do it. It's not my fault.
I'm not a coker.
Yeah, I'm not a coke boy, dude. What are you saying? You trying to fight me, doctor? Yeah, dude. I've been doing so much cocaine.
Are you gonna get that figured out? I feel like that's a big. That's a big lifestyle upgrade.
It's one of those things where I've had it for like a decade, and so I'm kind of like, whatever, man. Moving on, you know.
Yeah, you're too cool to breathe, dude. Whatever.
Dude, I'm not
air. Yeah, right.
Dude, I was breathing on the first album. I think they sold out after that.
I wonder what the process is to get it cleared up. Is it like a major thing? Do they just go poke a hole up there, or? You know,
I don't know. I think it's probably surgical. I think there's probably more to it.
I mean, if you had the choice between getting your deviated septum fixed and calf implants, I think we all know the answer.
Well, no, I have to get calf implants, obviously. Yeah, it seems like generally speaking, everybody is a little bit like, "Yo, what's going on with the Reddit official thing?"
Right.
So they're gonna do something, obviously, but it's just a matter of like when. I think I do have a hunch that is going to be second. It seems correct. It's just a matter of like what does that mean. I also like don't. I remember I've always wondered how they come up with these. Like I feel like we had a conversation with them once where they talked about it, right? Didn't we talk to our pals over at Reddit headquarters? And they were telling us that the people who came up with place got a standing ovation. Was I the only one that was part of that conversation? I swear to God I had that conversation. But yeah, I'm very curious as to who the people are that are responsible for it and how it works. But anyway, what else we got? Anything else before we end this thing?
Well, yeah, we got to do a couple things, but I'm wondering if they're scrambling to get their shit together on like they waited to the last minute to figure something out.
Well, they had a pretty rough week last week with the Amy Challoner stuff. Challoner.
Yes.
Challoner. So I don't. Maybe there's something bigger going on. Hole Up is launching an IPO, which I think is kind of hilarious. So Hole Up is what is Hole Up? Is it why do I not know what this is? It must be that's right. We're talking subreddit to the next level. We're entering the stock market. We figured all those nerds over at Wall Street Bets can pull it off. Anyone can do it. So here's the deal. While we're in the transition period, we're going to try to increase the value of subreddit. From here on, that's funny. Huh, interesting. So Hole Up is I think just a meme subreddit, a very popular meme subreddit though. Evidently they're going IPO, which is hilarious. And then what else? Anything else?
Yeah, I'm seeing this. I feel like maybe this is a bad prank. I'm not sure. National Burrito Day 2021. Chipotle to give away free burritos and $100,000 in Bitcoin on Thursday today, as their April Fool's prank. I mean, this is kind of like one of those ones you're like, it's okay. It's okay.
Wait,
I mean, it's a little lazy, but
I'm gonna send you the link. I don't think it's real. I got a hunch.
You know what I'd like? If someone would just give me a real fucking free burrito and stop fucking with me.
Stop making it a day about it.
Yeah, stop making it a day
why
about
don't you guys just do, hey, Chipotle, we've announced an entirely new business model where we just give out free burritos. That's it. That's our business
until they're gone and we run out of money, and then we're closing.
I think I've moved on from Chipotle, guys. What do you guys think?
I moved on to Chipotle, actually. I've been off Chipotle, and I'm just now jumping on to Chipotle. So it's funny that you're jumping off.
You know what I recommend?
It was never on in the first place. Now I'm finally on it.
I was on it for a long time. Then I went off it for years, and then I got on it again. Now I'm off it again. But you know what's in right now, you guys? Go to Taco Bell and get a quesalupa because they're on the menu right now.
I knew you were going to be shilling the Taco Bell at some point.
Listen, the last time they were out is when I worked for Taco Bell, basically, and it was a hellish product. But they added more cheese, and my God, is it good?
Is it a fried? It's like a deep fried tortilla skin. That's what a chalupa is, but in a quesadilla with now added cheese. You're saying, holy!
It's like a taco, like a soft shell taco, and then with like a soft shell taco with like another like cheese and another tortilla over it, and then deep fried, so that when you bite into it, it's like.
How are you not working at Taco Bell corporate? I feel like it's kind of your passion, your dream
you were at
job.
one point, right?
We both, yeah. It's your dad and I both worked for Taco Bell a little bit, and I think for me, it destroyed me. So I got
too many coupons and
out. Yeah, it destroyed my soul and my heart. So
because of the job, not because of the food.
Yeah, because of the job, not because of the food. I still love the food.
I still get every once in a while, I will like drop the bomb. I'm actually about to drop this one on the pod right now for anybody who's listening or streaming. So I actually wrote all of the Taco Bell menu on TacoBell.com. Like I'm like the writer who wrote all like the crazy food descriptions and shit. And so it still is like one of my professional highlights where I like love talking about, or not talking about, but I love like every once in a while someone will like ask me like, what do you do? And I'll be like, oh, I stuff like this. And it's like the like Taco Bell food description for like the fountain cups. And like Cracked wrote a crazy article about it a couple years ago where they had discovered it on their own. And then we're just like, who's the maniac who wrote this crazy shit? I mean, now I feel like it's me talking about like the big game in high school that I like was the star in, and be like, those are the days, because it's been so long now, it's like irrelevant. But it is like it's a funny part of the it's a little bit of a funny part of the like, did you Reddit weave?
Yeah.
Right? So
I think that's amazing. Do you have like a memory of like your favorite description that you use?
Well, the one about fountain cups is insane, because that one is that one's like an existentialist, like fucking, dissociative breakdown, and it just has to do with like literally like fountain cups. Let me see if I can pull it up actually.
Oh, I love this.
And somebody else, they hired another writer when I left, and they started writing very dumb ones. So every time I'll see a new one that they wrote, they're like trying to be funny, and I'm just like, fucking poser.
No, you're ruining my work.
I don't know anything.
It's great because coffee is coffee. You don't really need an explanation, but if you're gonna have to have one, you might as well make it strange and interesting.
Exactly, right? So this is fountain drink, and this is the description for fountain.
So this is still on the site.
Yeah. Taco Bell cup, cool. Matryoshka dolls, and the multiplicity of human existence. And this is just and that's the menu description for a fountain drink at TacoBell.com. Yeah.
That's so cool. I like that they still have it up. It wasn't just like a
no, I think my suspicion is that they don't realize it's still up, and they just like haven't bothered taking it down, because somebody on the back end is just like, I told somebody to take that down 4 years ago. But what happened? You're like, oh, that guy like left the job. Like nobody just went in and just changed it. Be like, did you change the page? I hate that page. But for right now, it's still up there. So
it's actually
there's a bunch of other extremely strange ones too.
It's a cool opportunity to communicate with people through these posts, right? Like you know how like the National Enquirer is where everybody from the CIA gets their information about what's to come.
Right.
We've all seen the movies. But like this feels like a place where you could write some interesting news articles about like what's really going on.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because who's going there to look for it is the point. Nobody. So
nobody, exactly. I mean, if they would have let me just continue writing it, it would have been
like a weekly insane, update on like the state of things in just the craziest, most insane
I mean, this is a great example of like where somebody screwed up when I left, because the original one, chips and nacho cheese sauce, all my description was literally just like the headline was okay, and then the sub was just like, this is chips nacho cheese sauce, and then the only thing that was written previously was, if you don't know how chips and cheese sauce works by now, you've got bigger things to think about. And that was it. And I thought it was hilarious because it was so like mean, right?
Yeah.
But then some fucking nerd came in and wrote all this other stupid shit. So now they've completely contorted my art. But yeah.
What a bunch of bastards.
Listen, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I know, it's really devastating.
See one's art destroyed like that.
I am the Banksy of Taco Bell food description.
Yes, you are.
I am not. Anyway, all right. So before we close this one out, I know we're inching closer to preschool time.
Well, actually, interesting you say that. This week is spring break, motherfuckers. So
is that true? Really?
We're not going to goddamn preschool today. We're gonna be maybe cracking off some pancakes, maybe throw a couple chocolate chippies in there, maybe a couple of strawberries.
Is this a weird way of telling us that Charlie got kicked out of preschool?
Well,
we're coming
just
over.
Say he brought a couple of M80s to class. You know what I mean? That's
shit. He always thinks he's doing it to be funny.
It's not a goof, guys. It's not a goof.
You can't do that unless it's April Fool's Day. And then
it's spring break, which is something we've all probably forgot about the existence of. But like now that you're a person in school, it's like it's basically a holiday. It's fucking 2 weeks, which is crazy.
Well, first of all, that's insane. Second of all, it's actually crazy I was talking to a friend about this the other day, about how the idea, like I walked outside and I was just like, oh my God, it's such a beautiful day. This reminds me of spring, right? And and then you kind of go, oh, when I was a kid, spring was so powerful because it meant that like, you know, summer break is coming up and then you get all this time off and it's like everything's, you know, getting warm again and you just want to play baseball and whatever, right? And then now I'm kind of like, spring. I gotta go to work.
Gotta sit on my ass here like I do every day.
Then I gotta go to work.
It might matter if you lived in New York City or something where like the weather really changed, but yeah, here in LA it doesn't feel very exciting.
Yeah,
doesn't really
man.
matter much. All right. Well, before we close one out, because I know that we don't have to go to preschool, but we do have to go to our respective day jobs. So, do we want to do a real quick Sunday Scaries call out? Our other sponsor today. I think it's probably worth doing. I actually have been, by the way, I've been chomping on some Sunday Scaries. I don't have a bottle with me right now. I have a bottle somewhere, and I've really enjoyed them. Actually.
They're good. They're really good.
Me as well. I've been popping them in. I've been my mother-in-law was in town when the package showed up last week, and I got her on it because you know she got those knees and stuff. It's like, hey, I feel like it's good for inflammation. Go for it.
She got those knees in law.
Those knees.
Knees in law.
You know, knees don't last past 50 apparently.
I hate to hear that. Okay, so why don't we do a little Sunday Scaries read, and then we'll do a little tiny final sum up, and then we'll go from there.
Hell yeah. Dom, are you gonna mule it today, or let me know? I've got this up, man.
Yeah, can you mule it? What does that mean?
Be the ad mule.
Can you just?
I'm an ad mule, man. Let me just tell you something about my crazy fucking life. Okay, my crazy fucking life. I've got so much responsibility. I've got a dog who barks at me all the time. I've got a job. I've got responsibilities. So I don't really do a very good job at relaxing. Okay, so it's hard for me to shut my brain off and chill. I overthink. I get stressed out really easily, and it freaking sucks. So I did my homework. And I found Sunday Scaries, which are delicious vitamin-boosted CBD gummies. They've become a total must-have in my daily routine. They chill me out in just about 20 minutes. Not too much where I can't like do my work or take care of my business, but just enough that I'm not like going like that, which I usually do. Basically, they take the edge off and I can maintain my composure and live totally scare-free during the day.
They
and
take you
when
from
I'm
white
asleep
knuckles,
at night,
yeah.
you can't control that. So yeah, take you from white knuckles to
pink knuckles.
Pink knuckles, you know?
To the right color of knuckles, whatever that means.
Yeah.
The correct knuckle color for relaxing.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's really no risk to buy if you guys are interested. If you're like me, if you're like you, if you just need to relax during the day too, the company offers 100% lifetime money back guarantee. So if the product's not for you, don't worry about it. You can get your money back. It's supposed to be a stress relieving product, not a stress causing product. So if you get it, it's not working for you and you're like, shit, I just spent all this money on this and it's not doing me any good. Don't stress about it. Just return it. You'll get 100% of your money back. Not a big deal. So 25% off discount. We got you that discount to prove exactly how great these are. So visit sundayscaries.com. Use the promo code Reddit, REDDIT, for your discount. That's promo code Reddit for 25% off at sundayscaries.com. They're friggin' amazing. You won't regret joining their squad. Join me on the relaxy train, okay?
I actually bought Sunday Scaries using our discount code.
I'm telling everyone about the discount.
I just was kind of like, hold on, like, because at first I was like, what we usually do. I was like, let me see if this actually works. I don't think this is true. I think they may have mistaken us for someone else. And then I was just like, Reddit. And they were like 25% off. I was like, what?
Like, this is working?
What? Yeah. So yeah, it works. It works. Go to Sunday Scaries. Use the code Reddit at checkout. Get 25% off. You can chomp on those things all day long. They're not really legal anymore, right? Chomp. But you can also tell high schoolers that it's weed. They're not going to know any difference, right? So you can look really cool and not be breaking the law at the same time, which I think is
relaxed.
So. It's like and relaxed. Yeah, a nice triumvirate. That's my new favorite word is triumvirate, by the way.
I love that.
I don't think I'm even saying it correct, to be honest.
How many high school kids are eating weed gummies all day now? I mean, is that just the way it is?
They probably hand them out in first period.
If I was in high school, I feel like I would be eating weed often. I feel like that.
Often.
I feel like it's such an easy way. Like in the morning, you just like get a weed edible and you fucking throw it in, and then you just like cruise through the day. I mean, it seems like a pretty obvious.
We all
way to be
need drugs to exist in this world right now. I feel like if I were in high school, I'd be like, okay, I either have to take my Adderall or microdose shrooms in the morning, and then when I get home for homework, then I got to smoke my vape, and when I get ready for my shows at night, it's time for the tincture. You know.
When we were kids, it was all Activa yogurt, and that was it. Wow.
Yeah, Yoplait, Danimals yogurt, like with sprinkles, but now it's like
they got options,
like the real shit.
I got the real shit. All right. Well, I know we all have to break from this. Sadly, unfortunately. Thanks for listening. As always, rip to quintessential. I think that's a joke about the other word that I like to use a lot.
Triumvirate. You're no longer using quintessential. It's triumvirate now.
Triumvirate. But I will use them interchangeably. So, like I would say, it is triumphant that we have to keep an eye on April Fools and see if there's a new Reddit thing that comes up.
I think that one's like the worst way to use triumvirate.
Yeah, I know.
It's of the utmost triumphance.
I know, of the utmost triumphance. Hilarious. Okay, anyway, so we're going to wrap this one up. It is still early in the morning on April 1st, California time. We know Reddit is a California company, so there's still a chance that they're going to do something. It's probably going to be on r/2nd, but we don't know, right? And in the meantime, follow the Out of the Loop on everything that is happening. It's also fun, by the way, if you're going to be getting this, you're going to be listening to this if you're just listening the day after April Fool's Day, which is fine, quite frankly, because I actually like going back and seeing the places that have been doing something. Like the Adult Swim thing is really funny. I think that if you're into Razor, the Razor thing is really funny. And there's just going to be a variety of things like this. So I think
Chipotle is giving out free burritos all day.
Chipotle changed their business model. They're only a free burrito company now, which is very exciting.
Anything could happen today. Anything could happen today.
Anything could happen.
It's true.
And also, Charlie Friday got kicked out of preschool.
Be safe today, because people are gonna be trying to prank you left and right, dude.
Yeah,
right. Don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you hear. Check under your mouse pad for any paper. That's going to be a popular one, right?
Yeah. If your mouse ain't working, check under it.
If your boss tries to lay you off today, don't leave. It's just a joke.
Just
a joke.
Stage a sit-in.
Just stay. Just stage a sit-in. Like they will try to. If security tries to escort you out, they're just joking.
They're joking.
Everything is a goof today.
Yeah, fight them. All right. Well, this is Did You Reddit, a weekly podcast about the internet by way of right at the front page of the internet. My name is It's Your Dad.
I'm Dad Boobs.
Bye, free day.
Thank you all for hanging out with us for the live stream. The Boom King, Aaron Joga, welcome. You're brand new.
Love it.
We'll send you your welcome package in the mail. Yell Twin.
Brennan's music.
Brennan's music.
We got a lot of noobs today. Thanks for listening.
Frankly, I mean, Dr. Spakaman, of course, and honestly, I mean, the hero of the day is Sassel Fan. If I'm being honest.
Oh my God, Sassel Fan.
Yeah, that guy came at us hard, guy, gal, whoever. I mean, wow, really trying to step.
I know, love to see it. All right, we'll be back next week. Have a good day. Stay safe. Grind that pole. What else do we say?
Smoke that mug and shrimp those tails.
Shrimp those
mugs. Shrimp those tails. Check
Enforce your boundaries and respect the boundaries of others.
Yeah, but also live a respectable life. Yeah, it's true.
Yes. All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.